just being ready at all times with a guy like him to get out that pocket, and just keeping him in front of me, making him run side to side rather than north to south. He's a really good downhill runner. We've been saying tackling him like a running back. That's not a 200-pound quarterback. We look at him like a 245 running back. Who's gonna lower his shoulder and gonna fight for those extra yards. So just getting him down as soon as possible, when he's outside of that pocket and even in the pocket.
I found it interesting. Mike Morris actually said he loves playing against dudes like that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like what kind of I guess a mutual respect you have for an opponent like that?
Just knowing that you're going against somebody who's gonna put it all out there. I feel like that in some way it makes you want to compete at a higher level, and it rise to the occasion. I was a Heisman finalist. And I've been saying it, just an opportunity to make a name for yourself, in games like this. So I think that's keeping that mindset and being able to go out there and execute and understand, these opportunities don't come to those who don't earn it. And all year we've been earning it, and we want to continue earning it. And we're not gonna shy away from this moment. We're ready to attack, and we're ready to make a name for the Wolverines. Most importantly in this game, so that's just the mindset we've been having.
Mike, when I asked Taye Barber about who stood out amongst the Michigan secondary, he didn't hesitate and he said you. But what have you seen from that wide receiver core and him?
I would say they all stand out. They have really good receivers. They're all really fast, really good speed. They're all really good with the ball in their hands. So it's like, you have 4 or 5 wide receivers who are all really good. All will probably potentially be draft picks someday. And then you take our DB core and you match us up, and it's like a top 3 matchup, which is what it is. And it's you have good guys on good guys. So it's like who's gonna go out there and be their best. I like all of their game. 11 and 4 both remind me of how I played when I was on offense. So, just it's like in a way kind of going against yourself.
What made you decide that you were going to come back, especially so early, for another year?
Just knowing that, I kind of was, bouncing thoughts around between leaving and coming back just all year long, just thinking about, what the best situation for me would be. And, I thought ultimately the best decision would be to come back, to put more on film, to show I could move around more, show, there's more in my toolbox, more in my skill set, and just, being able to come back and, fine-tune my technique, my details, and, help myself, put myself in the best situation possible in terms of next year's draft class. I want to come back and be a top name, be one of the top niggas in the country coming back. Before the season, I was ranked at 50 right now. I saw I was ranked at 6. I want to be in that top 3 coming back next year to help my draft stock and just double down on myself.
Now, do you ever, with some of the other guys, have decisions to make still? Do you ever lobby them, just at least lightfully, just to kind of be like, hey, we could have this type of success. We could be that much better, even better next year. Do you ever say anything to them?
Sometimes. I don't really like, persuading guys to do one or the other. I kind of just leave it up to them. But I always want to make sure that whoever it is in the best position possible. So, I hope they make the best decision whenever that time comes.
Mike Sainristil, everyone knows that you're an amazing nickel for the Michigan Wolverines. And I just wanted to ask you, is it true that Mike Morris is faster than you in a 10-yard split?
Not at all.
Are you sure?
I don't think he's even beating me crawling in a 10-yard split. He's a good guy, though. He's a good teammate.
He's a good teammate?
He's a good teammate. But he will never outcompete me in anything. Not Mike Morris.
Not Mike Morris. Oh, my bad.
What kind of actor is he?
Oh, he's a great actor. He'll be in Hollywood one day. I'm going to go watch him, too, live.
I wonder if, say, I don't know how many years you want to go back, say, like when you're